Good evening. I'm Paul Jess, Executive Director of the Florida Justice Association. Today, April 5th, 2019, is the end of Week 5 of the legislative session. We are now over halfway through. As always, I'm not going to cover all the good and bad bills and amendments in this video. Please read the written legislative update report in your email for a complete list. This was a very eventful week for your clients and for the Florida Justice Association. This past Monday was a day of high drama in the Senate Banking and Insurance Committee. The very bad workers' compensation bill, Senate Bill 1636, was once again on the agenda, and it was the first bill heard in the committee meeting. This is the bill that would force a claimant to wait 9 weeks before filing a petition for medical benefits and would also cap claimants' attorney's fees at $150 an hour. After much testimony and debate, the bill was temporarily postponed by its sponsor, Senator Perry. The bill has not been placed back on the agenda for next week, and the Senate will likely have difficulty moving this issue for the remainder of the session. However, a dissimilar bill addressing health care in the workers' compensation context will be heard next Tuesday in the House. Also in Senate Banking and Insurance Committee this week was Senator Tom Lee's good Senate Bill 1052, which moves Florida to a mandatory bodily injury liability minimum insurance standard. Insurance lobbyists continued to complain that the bill did not contain changes to the state's laws on insurance company bad faith. After much testimony and debate, the bill passed the committee on a 5-3 vote. And we are hopeful that this good bill will be heard next week in its last committee of reference, the Senate Appropriations Committee, which meets next Thursday. While most of the drama during session goes on during the public committee meetings, most of the real work during session goes on behind the scenes, in discussions and negotiations with legislators and lobbyists. Your FJA leaders made significant progress this week behind the scenes on issues like medical damages, the dangerous instrumentality doctrine, and assignment of benefits. All three of those issues are on agendas for next week. The Senate bill on dangerous instrumentality doctrine for equipment like front-end loaders, Senate Bill 862, will be heard in the Senate Judiciary Committee on Monday. The medical damages bill, House Bill 17, will be heard in the House Judiciary Committee on Tuesday. And the House Assignment of Benefits bill, HB 7065, will be heard on the floor of the House on Wednesday. If you can, please consider coming to Tallahassee for a few days during these last 4 weeks of this session to help us lobby. Many thanks to your FJA leaders and members who have been coming to Tallahassee to protect the rights of your clients. Special thanks this week to members of the Central Florida Trial Lawyers Association who showed up in force this week to help us lobby. I'd like to remind you to download the new FJA app, available for download from the App Store. Instructions on how to do so are included in this email. Once you do, among other benefits, you will get push notifications when important legislative issues are coming up and directions on how to take action. The FJA also has an action center under the advocacy button on our website. There you can find bills, position papers, talking points, and everything else you might need to discuss these issues with your local legislators. Please do call or email your legislators about these issues. Make them understand that their constituents care about these issues and how they vote. Finally, thank you for everything you do for your clients, for all Floridians, and thank you for being a member of the Florida Justice Association.